Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Donna for those of you who are new here, and for those who are not, welcome back. Today I thought I'd go over my August favorites for you, just products I find myself reaching for all the time this month. So let's just get into it. First things first is this L'Oreal Lash Voluminous Lash Paradise. I do find that I am reaching for this quite often. If it's not this one, it is my Essence Lash Princess. I find that I love that mascara. It separates really well. It's super soft, so my skin or my eyelashes don't feel like all crunchy at the end of the day. I can barely feel that I have mascara on at the end of the day, but you can definitely see it when I take the makeup off. Favorite mascara of the month, hands down. My brows, my favorite item this month has been this guy, and you know, honestly, like, all the stuff is washed off, or not washed off, but coming off of it, so I'm not even actually sure who this is by. I want to say Maybelline, but I could be wrong. I don't even know what it is. I'll put the name up here, or up here, when I edit the video. But it's a really super skinny pencil, like the Anastasia Brow is, and it is in Auburn, and it is drugstore, and it doesn't cost very much. On the other side of the pencil, this, the only part I hate about it, but I still love it, is actually like a powder form that you can go in and fill in your brows with. I've used it a couple times. The reason why I don't like that is because I really want a spoolie. I don't have a separate spoolie, so I would really love to have a spoolie on my brow pencil, but I just kept around like my old e.l.f. pencil and used that one. So it's also a favorite. Use it almost every day. I think I used the Brow Wiz like 3 times this month. Another favorite for me is this Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating Cream Gel Broad Spectrum SPF 30, and it is in the shade Bamboo. I love this because it is a gel formula. It feels like a foundation when you're putting it on, but as you're putting it into your skin and using your sponge and sponging it in, it goes on so flawlessly, and it makes your skin look super natural, even though there's this little hint of color to it. It's super lightweight. You can't hardly feel it at all. It's not like a full coverage, but it's not a BB cream either. It's really, it's not super sheer, so like kind of like a medium coverage, right? But it's not. It's really weird to explain it. It is the most amazing feeling product that I have put on my face in a long time, and I could, you know, blot my face and this doesn't come off. And I had a friend of mine sit next to me at the table one day, and she looked at me and she goes, "You don't even look like you're wearing anything on your face." And I'm like, I'm wearing Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue. I love this stuff. It just feels natural and looks natural, and it's just amazing. So that's a favorite this month. Wear it. Have worn it almost every day since I purchased it. Another favorite this month is the It Bye Bye Under Eye. Just realized that I'm out of this, and it makes me super sad because now I'm going to have to go online and purchase some more, and it's going to take, what, 10 days to get to me. So I'm not going to have any Bye Bye Under Eye for 10 days, and that's discouraging. I could go up to the Ulta that's 40 miles from me, but the soonest I'd make it there is over the weekend. I guess that's better than 10 days. But that has also been a super, super big favorite of mine this month because it does an amazing job of covering my under eye discoloration from my bags. Another thing that's a favorite this month, and pretty much every month, was a favorite last month too, even though I don't think I did a video last month. I've only been doing this for about 3 weeks now, so, is this Bare Minerals Well Rested CC Eye Primer. It looks like this. I love this because you just It's like a cover-up stick, but I use it on my eyes for eye primer because that's what it's for, and it does an amazing job of evening out the skin tone on your eyes and keeping the eyeshadow on your eyes and helping the color stand out more. It's pretty amazing. I suggest it to anybody. My go-to bronzer this month, Physicians Formula Murmura. This bronzer is awesome. Like, I use it to contour, I use it for bronzing all over my face, and I don't know a whole lot about anything, but it's an amazing color. It's just the first shade that they came out with before they came out with the other shade. I think they have like a light and a dark right now. This is the light. It is my go-to bronzer. I do have a whole bunch of other bronzers, but it is the one that I reach for every single day. My go-to highlighter has been Laura Geller's Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator in Gilded Honey. It's always my go-to. Looks like that on the skin. It is, bam, pretty banging if you want it to be. It can be very stroby. I don't typically do stroby highlights, but this always makes my skin look so healthy and so alive, and I love it for that. It is my favorite, and it's about 26 bucks. So my favorite blush this month actually was something I used in my full face of samples, and it is the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in Feisty. You guys, like, I knew I had this, but didn't, like, realize what an amazing color it was. Look. That is an amazing color, and it's a darker shade than what I would ever gravitate towards, and it makes me want to try other darker shades because it looks fabulous. I have it on my skin today. You don't see lines from it. It does stay on your face for quite some time. I put my makeup on at 5:30 this morning, 6 o'clock this morning. It's still on my face. It is close to 5 o'clock now, so it's amazing. Another thing that I have been reaching for this month is this Modern Renaissance palette. I have used quite a bit of it. It is so funny because I got this palette and I was late to the game on getting this palette. Obviously, I just got it at the beginning of this month, maybe somewhere around there. And I have been doing nothing but raving about it since I purchased it. I love this palette. I'm wearing it today. It is a beautiful palette. And it's beautiful on your eyes. I had one of my employees come up to me the other day, and she had just purchased one, and she goes, "You never said that the Modern Renaissance was going to change my life." Well, I'm sorry I didn't tell you that. It did change mine as well. There's a complete difference between good makeup and exceptionally good makeup. This is exceptionally good makeup. There is quite a bit of fallout with it if you dig into the shadows, but what you can do with them is amazing. And when I haven't been using this palette, I have been using these palettes. And they are my Dark Mattes and my Sultry Muse Viseart palettes. I don't think I have put these down since the day I purchased them. I have created so many eye looks with these. I take pictures of it every day. There are some colors that I'm not like super impressed with. The colors I'm not super impressed with are this white shade right here. It's just super weird. It's kind of just weird. It's just a weird color. It just kind of shears right the heck out. You can't hardly see it. It makes a good highlight, but it doesn't make a good shadow because you like literally have to pack it on and pack it on and pack it on and foil it, pack it on, and it doesn't want to show up. It doesn't want to show up at all. The other color I'm not super impressed with is this red. And I think that I'm not super impressed with this red because, maybe, because I put it on my eye with this brown, and when these two colors blended together, they kind of formed just one solid color. So you definitely couldn't see a lot of the standout that should have happened with two separate colors on my eyes. So those are my hits. Those are definitely items that I have found myself gravitating towards this month. I do have a couple misses, but they're more recent products, so I'd like to, you know, use them more to really figure out how I feel about them. But I can tell you a couple misses that I have used. One of the misses that I have is actually something that I've used a little bit since the full face of samples video that I did, and it goes by a different name now. Benefit actually calls it Boing now, but it is the, I think that's what they call it now. It is the Benefit Fake Up, and what that is an under eye concealer that has, like, it's supposed to have a core of concealer, and then the outside is like this moisturizing stuff, and this is what my current looks like, and it is a mess, number one. Number two, it's really greasy. It's really super oily. And number three, it's not got any coverage. I don't feel like it covers at all. It is insane how little coverage that thing has. Another thing I was unimpressed with this month was this e.l.f. HD powder. I think one of the biggest reasons I was unimpressed with it, to be honest, it's called the Perfect Finish HD powder. I think one of the biggest reasons I was unimpressed with it is because when I got it, it was broken. So I had to, you know, dump it all out, put it into a baggie, break it up more, and then try and reform this palette that should have been formed in the first place. They should package it differently. It shouldn't come to you broken. But also, I find that it shows up way too white on the skin. It almost shows up whiter than that white eyeshadow that they said shouldn't be an eyeshadow. So this is it on my skin. This is the eyeshadow I was just talking about, and this is this HD powder. And it shouldn't show up like that. It's crazy. Like, you could see it on my skin, and you shouldn't be able to see a finishing powder on your skin. It's definitely something that, number one, it came to me broken, which is whatever. Sometimes that happens, and even with the best of trying to make it not happen, sometimes that happens. Sure. But still, like, finishing powder should not show up on your skin. And that's all the fails I have for you. So I hope that you guys liked my picks and pans. Or whatever I'm gonna call this. Not sure what I'm gonna call this video yet. I think this is the first. I mean, I did the products that have failed me video, but every month I'm going to do a monthly favorites video, and I'm trying to figure out what to call it because it will also have my fails in it, and I definitely don't want to call it, you know, something that somebody else uses, because I just don't want to be responsible for somebody thinking that I am stealing their, you know, digital property. So help me out if you don't like the name of this video when I finally post it. I don't know. I'm just not that creative. Help me out. Leave a comment on what you think these should be called. So leave a comment. Subscribe to my video. Give me a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell and let me know that you want to see these every single month. And until tomorrow, bye guys.